both doing good. Keep up the energy. Um,
Absolutely. All right, go ahead. Let's go. We in it. Let's go. Go ahead, Anonymous. This is your second round, and this is your first your rebuttal. You got it.
Tom, Tom, you ready? Put that shirt back. No, that's my nice shirt. Put
Yeah.
it back. Yeah, that one.
Oh, yay. But it's still in the
Vete. Here we go with Ase falling for the scam of the diamond century, where they told us that a diamond was a girl's best friend and diamonds last forever. You fell into the fucking lie scam. I feel sorry for you. Here we have Dr. Libby, who is the one that created carbon dating, and he himself has stated carbon dating is a fucking hoax and does not work for the purpose it was intended to be used for. The first shock Dr. Arnold and I had was that our advisors informed us that history extended only back 5,000 years. We had initially thought that we would be able to get samples along the curve back to 30,000 years, put the points in, and then our work would be finished. We learned rather abruptly that these numbers, these ancient ages, are not known. In fact, it is about the time of the first dynasty in Egypt that the last earliest historical date of any real certainty has been established. The creator of carbon dating has told you. Like, if you don't want to believe it after that, that's on you, sir. Okay, so let's go. Hold on, made me forget. Okay, so you mentioned radioactive dating, right? Because they said that this snail is 27,000 years old, but it's alive. And they radioactively dated it to 27. So you're telling me this snail has been walking the earth for 27,000 years? I think not. That is a fucking lie. Not this one. One of the Volosovich mammoth carbon dated at 29,500 years old, and another part of it at 44. Two different parts of the same animal dated with two different dates? Wow. Why does that not make sense? Say why? Is your beloved carbon or radioactive dating or any fucking dating that they have come up with numbers not matching up? Because it's bullshit. One part of a Dima, a baby frozen mammoth, was 40,000. Another part was 26,000. And the wood immediately around the carcass was 9 to 10,000. Let's make it make sense. These people are liars. We need to stop the charade of thinking that the science they have given us is real and factually, intellectually honest. Because it's not. They're lying. And once you come to the truth of that, you will realize that you have been bamboozled. The lower leg of the Fairbanks Creek mammoth had a radiocarbon age of 15,380 radiocarbon years, while its skin and flesh were 21,300. How does that make sense? How can one part of a body be a different age than the other one? Let's make it make sense. The two Colorado Creek AK mammoths had radiocarbon ages of 22,850 plus 670 and 16,150 plus 230. Like what? What are we doing here? You want me to bring out the science? Here's the science, nigga. This science ain't mathing. This is the science you want to hold high up on a pedestal. The science ain't mathing. They don't even know what the fuck they're doing. These two penguins walking around, they killed them in that instant, and they're aged at 8,000. You telling me these penguins are 8,000 years old? Bullshit. Bullshit. Stop believing the fucking hype. You done fell for the Rockefeller, Rothschild, scientific Ghislaine Maxwell's father agenda. Wake the fuck up. And on top of that, since you want to believe in dinosaurs and evolution, why do none of these fossils show any signs of evolutionary processes? They all look the same. The worm still looks like a worm. The Cretaceous fossil here in the middle looks like the Cretaceous fossil from 20 million years ago. Nothing has evolved. Nothing has changed. A scorpion looks like a motherfucking scorpion, and a dragonfly looks like a motherfucking dragonfly. Stop believing this fucking million billion year earth lie because they don't want you to know that the flood that you just showed in India is still Noah's flood. It's just that the date is wrong. Connect the dots, sir. Wake the fuck up. Your own creator of carbon dating told you it's a lie. Same fucking thing that the scientist that created the COVID test did. He said it was a lie and no one listened. Wake up. I yield.
I can't take this, Bigo. I'm trying to figure out where these buttons are. Woo! A lot of information has been told to us tonight. I hope that you guys are really jotting all these notes down and paying attention, because whether you like it, believe it, accept it or not, they're coming out with their sources. Now, some people are kind of like, why? Okay. Why, like, what's really going on? But with that being said, that was your rebuttal round, Anonymous. It is now time for you to go into your second round, and you got 8 minutes for that. And then after that, you have your, then it'll be your rebuttal.
Wait, what?
And,
we did that already.
Anonymous, I made it very clear what it is. This is your second round. You have 8 minutes,
we
and
did
then
the second
Akshay
round already.
will rebuttal.
Didn't we just do the second round?
You just gave him a rebuttal, right?
Yeah, but that was the second round.
Thank you. So you gave him a rebuttal. It is now time for you to take your second round. You have a second round turn as well. You've done this before, remember?
Yeah, but I'm counting and you've gone over. So.
Ashe, am I lost here? Because
No, she's due for a round.
thank you. Can you continue with your round now, please? And then he'll give you a rebuttal. You ready?
Okay, hold on.
Okay. Thank y'all, everybody, for coming to Debate That Call Society. If you're looking to become a host, right, hit me up and I can sign you with the BBB agency. For all you TikTok refugees that's in the house, thank y'all for coming. Make sure y'all share the live. Y'all can actually share it on over there as well. Anybody else? Do we have any other debates? Oh, speaking of which, right, Debate That Call Society and myself, Kiss Kiss Happiness, right? We will be ready and going for the month of February with debates of Paul. Paul is a serious doctrinal stumbling block for so many people. So we'll be having a lot of discussions and debates about and surrounding Paul. If anybody's wanting to jump in the ring, hit me up, let me know what's going on, and we can get that up and ready for you. What's up, Ali Shalom? I thought you was coming over here to the panel.
Yasharal, I will be making an appearance to stay live for a short minute.
Hey. Good. Well, thank you guys over there on Ali's panel for joining in. Please, if you are going to be over there, please make sure you stay on mute and we can keep the audio going. Just stay on mute while we have the debate. We're in the second round, and this is Anonymous. This will be her 8th-round turn, or in her second round, and we're waiting for her to present her information, and we will get it started, and then we'll go into their.
You ready?
Their closing and then their question and answer round. Absolutely. This is your 8-minute second round.
I'm probably not gonna even have to use the whole 8 minutes. I kind of said everything. You said diamonds take millions of years and are made from coal. Incorrect. Diamonds were once pieces of coal that had been transformed under high pressure and temperature, right? Nope. This is an old wives' tale. Just like another drink will cure your hangover, or the idea that being out in the cold causes you to catch a cold. Diamonds are actually much older than plants, blah, 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 but they're not made from coal. It's a lie. You didn't fall for all these Google things, but since you like to use Google, here is what Google says on how they measured the age of the Earth. The age of the Earth is measured by using meteorites? You're using stuff from space? Supposed space to measure the age of the Earth? How does that make sense? You couldn't take a rock from the floor of the Earth and measure the age? You had to take a rock that fell from the space sky and measure the age? That makes no sense. The age of the Earth is measured using meteorites, which are believed to have formed at the same time as Earth from space, from the same materials in the early solar system. And scientists estimate the Earth's age to be around 4.54 billion years old. Oh, that's so funny. So they just took a rock that fell out of this so-called space and then decided, hey, since we're passing through these galaxies, this means the age is this. Like, what are we doing? This is the type of science that you adhere to? Bullshit. Fucking ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is your beloved Google telling you how they came to 4.54 billion. Did you not Google that part? Or you were just stuck with the 4 or 5 billion and ran with it? Because this is what Google's telling you. And this is an example of how they have taken God out of the equation. Charles Lyell, who is a geologist, he wrote The Principles of Geology. And when you Google him, and you love Google and Wikipedia, it says he wrote The Principles of Geology. The combination of evidence and eloquence in principles convinced a wide range of readers of the significance of deep time for understanding the earth and environment. When you click deep time, it gives you that his system over here on the bottom, right after James Hutton, his system of the habitable earth was a deistic mechanism keeping the world eternally suitable for humans. Well, deistic means the philosophical position and rationalization theory that generally rejects revelation as a source of divine knowledge and asserts that empirical reason and observation of the natural world are exclusively logical, reliable, and sufficient to determine the existence of a supreme being as the creator of the universe. This is the book. And then when you Google the book, they have removed God completely out of it. The system of habitable earth refers to the complex interplay between Earth's atmosphere, ocean. They have removed God completely out of it. But because Anonymous has the actual source, we can always go back to it. And whenever you need the source, kiss, I can send it to you. They have Satanized and Illuminatiized everything we know. You got your textbooks in school from Ghislaine Maxwell's father. You got your medical industry from the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds. And you're going to sit here and bash me because I believe in a Bible book written thousands of years ago that gives more examples and proof and evidence than any of your white man scientific bullshit. Let's make it make sense. You're not thinking for yourself. You have slave mentality. And this is what slave mentality is. You have cognitive dissonance. No matter what information I show you today, it probably will never change your mind. But before radiometric dating was available, many people had estimated the age of the earth only to be a few thousand years old until the 1700s when some fucking Scottish scientist named James Hutton decided to say that it was millions and billions of years old. You've been bamboozled. Once again, here's another example of how you got bamboozled. They came and told you that Columbus discovered America, but this was Chicago, the Great World's Fair. They told you the buildings and structures were up temporarily and then destroyed them all. You know why? Because the black people had greatness in this country. And this is what they did to you. They took it all away. And they gave you these dinosaur bullshit lies of millions and billions of years old. You done been bamboozled. I yield.
I'm going to reiterate this again. Bigo, I'm tired of pushing different places to find the mute button. I wish y'all would put it back where it was. Could y'all please put it on the bottom, back where it was? I just had to take off my glasses, but let me put my glasses back on, y'all.
Oh.
Woo. Okay. Yeah, that was completely off topic. If anybody does agree with me, please send a email to Bigo letting them know that you all want it so we can all be on one accord and that way they'll hear us, right? Pete Bigo, put the mute button back. Gosh, Lee. Oh, child. Anonymous, thank you so much for your second round. Ashe, it is now time for your rebuttal. And this will close out the second round, and then we can go to your closing arguments and then questions and answers. So, Ashe, are you ready?
I'm extremely ready.
All right. Again, Doctor Who, and for the rest of y'all, if it's off topic and strange, put it in Vigo. Send them an email and tell them to put the mute button back at the bottom. All those people that are hosts, I'm just saying, it affects us
So,
all the same way. Mm-hmm. All
so
right,
I'm
Ashe. So when
noticing.
you start talking, it's ready for you to go.
Okay. So I'm noticing a lot of people are like kind of enamored by this by TikTok. I don't know if y'all noticed but everything that she was showing was via TikTok. That's where is the official everything I showed you guys. I sourced Britannica, organizations, real things that you can go to and actually go into this information. I'll tell you, let me show you what I got when I tried to go and fact check her information. Give me a Google.
Dr. Libby admitted it's false carbon dating. I'm looking around, y'all. I'm looking for this quote and it don't exist. He never admitted that. That's nowhere. You can't find that claim nowhere but TikTok. Notice every single time she show y'all something quote unquote, oh, this is how it used to be and this is how it is. It's TikTok video.
The woolly mammoth video that was on TikTok. She screenshotting TikTok, then coming to a debate and showing y'all that. Where is the source? Source that up. Put some science behind that. Why would a man who got a Nobel Peace Prize for this discovery of carbon dating admit that y'all, I told a big lie, y'all. Let me get a Nobel Peace Prize back. What? She's playing games in y'all face, and only the guys who want to play games are going to run with it. It's a big hoax. It's a big game. Now, and then she goes ahead, and this is another thing I hate people do. They put words in your mouth. Because why is she off topic going in the cold? Let me show y'all. Let me go back to my slides real quick. Let me see something. Let me show y'all something.
Check this out, y'all. Because she didn't read. How do we know this, Ashe? Age. From carbon dating? Like she had a whole spiel on diamonds about carbon dating, y'all. From carbon dating? No. Carbon dating only works for very young carbon. You need radioactive decay. Man, you need radioactive decay scheming. She probably wouldn't know what this is. She don't know about radiometrics. She wouldn't understand radiometrics. Then she did another thing. When did I ever reference coal? When did I ever say that diamonds were made out of coal? Let's see what Ashe said diamonds, how they form. Diamonds form when carbon atoms bond together under intense heat and pressure deep within the earth. The process can take billions of years. What are you talking about coal for? Don't lie on me. You try to make your argument. You don't have to do that. That's not appropriate. And it's disingenuous. It's my favorite word. And then lastly, then you talk about the earth. You said, did you measure the earth by the asteroid? Huh? Let's go all the way back, Anonymous, because I don't like when I debate people and they're not paying attention to the facts and the science what's in it. So as the uranium rock decays, it emits subatomic particles and turns into lead at a constant rate. Measuring the uranium to lead ratios in the oldest rocks on Earth gave scientists an estimated age of the planet of 4.6 billion years via radiometrics. I don't know what you're talking about an asteroid for. Like, stop being so what's the word I'm looking for? Spooky. You want to be a spook so bad. We don't need that. We don't need that in the community team. We never would need that. And then I noticed that she never, in her rebuttals, she didn't rebut any of the real stuff. What about the people? Why could she not disregard the people? What about the Kemetic people who lived along the Nile 8,000 and 9,000 years ago? Why didn't she speak about that? Why didn't she speak about Russell Cave? Why didn't she speak about the ancient indigenous people on this land who were over here way before she's talking about 6,000 years? Why didn't she go into that? Matter of fact, why did my opponent not mention evolution? Why did she? How did we even get to this? We just jumped into Homo sapiens sapien according to her because Homo erectus lived approximately 2 million years ago. So what? Early hominids ain't exist. They ain't got bones of that. This is the same y'all rocking. We trying to rock with the same person who said that we can't date nobody unless we got a birth certificate. This is foolish.
1 minute left.
This is insane. She still kind of referenced Bibles, referenced floods, and all of this. What was the world to the? What was the world? I don't even want to get too caught up in this. What was the world in the Bible? Was it a world flood or was it a local flood? She wouldn't even be able to tell you. Like, the world is 4.6 billion years old. I've shown you guys multiple evidences of the world being way over 7,000 years old. Showed you billion-year-old diamonds, million-year-old specimen, million-year-old prehistoric trees. We have 13,000-year-old peoples and things of that nature. Like, her whole claim is beyond insane. The history of the earth is endless to our knowledge. I'm done. Thank you.
Oh my. Woo. All right. And thank you all for you all both of your presentations tonight. We are going to go into your closing round. Ashe, it is time for you to close out. You have 6 minutes for your closing, and then Anonymous, you will have the same after him. All right, so go ahead and go into your closing round. Let's get it.
I just got a few more slides I want to show. Just get these out the way real quick, guys.
Wrap it up.
So we ended, we were last. Okay. La Brea Tire Pits. La Brea Tire Pits in an active paleontological research site in urban Los Angeles. For my California guys, you can go visit it. Hancock Park was formed around a group of tar pits where natural asphalt, also known as asphaltum, bitumen, or pitch, brea in Spanish, has seeped up from the ground for tens of thousands of years. Over many centuries, the bones of trapped animals have been preserved. The George C. Page Museum is dedicated to the researching the tar pits and displaying specimens from the animals that thrive there. La Brea Tar Pits is a registered national landmark. On the right here we have them. La Brea Tar Pits Museum in Los Angeles, California has a large collection of fossils, including large mammals like mammoths, sloths, saber-toothed cats, and coyotes. Smaller fossils called microfossils are also on display. Here we have polar ice caps. According to research, the oldest ice within the polar ice caps, particularly in Antarctica, can be dated back to around 120,000 years old, with the scientists using a technique called krypton dating to accurately determine these ages, primarily by analyzing the isotope ratio of krypton trapped within the ice. I'm not talking about Superman, guys. Scientists utilize the presence of rare isotopes like krypton 81 to date ancient ice, as the decay rate of this isotope is well known. By analyzing the composition of ice cores drilled from glaciers, researchers can reconstruct past climate conditions and determine the age of different ice layers. Here on the right, we have a diagram of how this will all work. Sorry, it's blurred, but even there, you see no date under 20,000 years when we're dealing with these polar ice caps. None. Let's go over here to early hominids that I was just speaking about. Early hominids. Homo erectus lived approximately 2 million years ago. First appeared in Africa and then spreading across Asia, with the last known fossils dating back to around 108,000 to 117,000 years ago in Java, Indonesia. Notable feature about the Homo erectus is these are considered the first human species that have a human-like plan and gait. It's dealing with the way that they walked and things of that nature. This is funny. Okay, let's get to the billions, guys. Let's get to the big numbers. I think this is my last slide, too. It is. Gold formation. How long did it take the Earth to create gold? This is another thing I want to... Okay, let's get into this. From my Bible, guys. I'm going to lose some points for this. I know it. Through geological processes like hydrothermal and magmatic activity, gold slowly accumulates in deposits over vast timescales. While specific timelines vary depending on geological conditions, it typically takes millions of years for mineable gold deposits to form, making gold a precious and finite resource. But when they spoke about what gold is mentioned in the Bible, which is funny to me, gold is mentioned in the Bible in the first days of creation, actually. So my question now, just in closing, will be to my opponent: if gold takes minimum millions of years old, right, to even develop, how did your God, whom of which 1,000 years is a day to the Most High, how the hell was he even, how was he examining the gold to say that it was good? He said in the Bible that he seen the gold and the gold was good. The gold was good. How did this gold even form? He just spelled it up, man. And just spelled it on up. It just came into. This is all crazy. This is all crazy. I want to see actual science. When you call yourself debunking me, I don't, like, I'm gonna say it one more time. I don't want to hear any conspiracies. I don't want to see TikTok. I want to see real applicable techniques. I've named various techniques that we can even use to date old ancient things. C14 is something very vital, I think, that a lot of us should look into. Because this will be how they will even be able to date us when we become fossilized, ancestor talk, and things of that nature. Thank you. This has been a great build. Thanks for y'all time. It's been a good one. You get what I'm saying? It was fun. Ashe. Appreciate you, Kiss. Yeah, I'm through.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you as well. Anonymous, if you are ready, you can go into your closing. Again, you got 6 minutes. So if you're ready to go, you can start on your closing.
It's as if you weren't listening at all. Because I did bring up evolution. And here's your scorpion at 433 million years old and still looking like a motherfucking scorpion. Here's a kangaroo fossil, 14 million years old, and where's the evolution? Still looks like a fucking kangaroo. Frog, turtle. But yet, it's millions of years old, and evolution has a factor in here? I think not. You keep saying, where's the science? I don't want conspiracy. You think it's a conspiracy. You have cognitive dissonance. You love Rockefeller and Rothschild information. That's just what it is. And you want to debunk my information. Look at the bottom, very at the bottom, there's your source. Quaternary stratigraphic nomenclature in unglaciated Central Alaska Geological Survey Professional Paper 868. There's your source, whether it's from TikTok or not. Every picture has a source, but you still deny the truth because you want to believe in your billion-year Earth. I guess it makes you feel safer and more comfortable. And I understand that because it's hard to understand that we've been put through 12 years of schooling and that to find out that it's all a lie, can affect somebody really, really badly. So here's your science that you asked for. The basis of radioactive dating. You can picture a sand glass. The red sand grains at the top are the parent atoms isotopes, and the bottom ones are the daughter atom isotopes. A rock is chemically tested for the parent and daughter isotopes. If the rate of the radioactive decay has remained constant at today's measured rate, you would be able to get the age. Then it can be calculated how long it has taken the measured amount of daughter isotopes to accumulate the rock's age. The problem is that we have seen the turning of the sand glass. We have been there to see the rate of decay. We have been there from the beginning to see the past, present, and future. You cannot do that when you are guessing at a rock or a cave or whatever the hell they're guessing for in terms of scientific guessing historical things that they find, because they were not there to assume the rate of decay. The simple hourglass analogy, but the use of the hourglass to tell the time requires three crucial assumptions: the starting conditions, a closed system, and a constant falling rate. So these three assumptions are even more crucial to the radioactive dating methods, which you do not have. These three when dating rocks and false dinosaur bones or whatever the hell you want to date the date of Pyramid of Giza, because those dates are false. None of these assumptions are provable because the past cannot be observed and measured nor tested. So these assumptions are not even reasonable. You say that I'm using TikTok for my information, but I gave you Google. Well, where did I take a picture of it? Hold on. I gave you Google. You want to use Google when it's convenient for you. But when I showed you that Google told you that the Earth age was measured by meteorites, and they said, oh, you're using TikTok. It's fucking Google. And then you go and rebuttal me using same Google. Does that make sense? No, it does not. Google is telling you the age of the Earth is measured using meteorites. Debunk it. You can't, because you're using Google too. The fact is that you, all of us, have been bamboozled, have fallen for this million-year Earth lie. It is a fucking lie, completely made up. Let's not bring up the Jews, but you know who made it up. You know. And you fell for it. It's okay, I'll say. I know I fell for it too because we went to the same school. We all went to the same school. We all learned the same shit. It's time to wake up and realize that everything's a fucking tragic lie. It's really sad, though, when you realize that all the shit we think is true, like the number 0, it's out the window. But I digress. Doesn't matter what information I present to you, you still will believe the Earth is billions of years old. And that's your prerogative. And I yield.
Thank you so much. That was a beautiful closing round.
My breath. Yeah, you was in my comment, in my inbox, fucking telling me you like my fucking voice. Shut up.
Girl, I'm seeing it on the screen here, but that's a little bit too much information. So with
always
that
the one that
being
want to be in
said,
my fucking inbox saying I miss you, I like you. Shut the fuck up.
Anonymous. Yeah. All right. Let's get to these question and answers, right? We'll go in tandem. Let's roll the dice on who's going to go first. The one with the lowest number. Matter of fact, we'll make it the highest number. The one with the highest number goes first. Roll the dice, Ashe, Anonymous, and then we can get these 4 questions for
Where's the fucking dice? I moved everything.
No, it's not. It's in the same place where the little smiley face is. Scroll down, and you'll see the dice. So Ashe has a 4. What you got? And the 5. And what did I say? The one with the highest number goes first. All right. Anonymous, you have the first question in the question and answer round. Let's go, girl.
Please explain why in billions of years of so-called evolution have these animals not evolved nor changed, the ones I showed you.
You did what you showed was that's a good question for me actually, because what you showed was you showed various reptiles and you showed amphibians, which are some of our earliest organisms actually, and which are highly adaptable. They really, and they're subaquatic actually. Also, they really had no reason to change. And then when you're speaking about the kangaroo, which is a marsupial, marsupials are indigenous to Madagascar. Not Madagascar. I'm sorry, I just made a fucking badass mistake. To Australia. Understand me? So they're kind of like they're isolated on an island. You get what I'm saying? So once again, when you don't have certain forces against you that are going to cause you to take a certain type of adaptual change, you're not going to take it. You don't need it. It's unnecessary. For example, the crocodile, he's armored, he's in the water, he's fast, he's large, he's on the top of the food chain. He has no reason to evolve. He doesn't. What does he need to do? You evolve to adapt to the climate and the environment around you. This also has to do with epigenetics also. But yeah, but in the same instance, when you say that, like I showed you the sloth, why why has the sloth become so small when the sloth was once a giant? What happened to the dire wolf? What happened to the smilodon? And I'm not asking these things to get an answer. I'm just saying because with the same knowledge you're applying, I notice you're not applying it when I use my evolution. What about us?
Same thing you
You just
did.
left people out, but I'll fall back there.
Oh, wait. Let's see. Anonymous, you cannot interrupt, baby. So
I
you
didn't
gotta
interrupt.
did anybody else hear Anonymous?
So I can't say nothing.
You can't say a goddamn thing. Nothing. Absolutely not.
All right, hurry
You
up, hurry up.
Girl, you can't say nothing.
I'm
Because
done.
I promise you, he not gonna say nothing. It's when it's your turn, that's when you can speak. Come on now. We keeping it classy. We keeping it prestigious, right? You've been cutting up tonight, girl. I'm just gonna let you know, but it's okay. Um Ashe, it is now your time for your first question. Go ahead. I'm ready for you.
I'm going to ask the question I want to answer the whole time since you keep on relying on the Bible. If a
Mm-hmm.
thousand years, if a day is 1,000 years to the Most High, and you say it's 6,000 years that we have on the earth, why do we have 7 days? There's 7 days in the Bible, 7 days in a week. Why are you saying 6,000, not 7,000 at least? Why are you missing that 1,000 years? Can you explain to me that?
What?
Uh, so let's simplify that question. So reformulate that question so it could be answered
If
just
if
simply.
one day is 1,000 years to the Most High, how many days do we have in a week? 7.
7.
Therefore, it will be 7,000 years. Why is your claim 6,000 years then, since you're relying on the Bible, since you want me to slim it down?
Thank you. All right,
Because
Anonymous, go
I'm
ahead.
not talking about the days converted by God. I'm talking about our years that have passed. Has nothing to do with God's conversion rate. You're the one flipping it around and applying it to God. You're the one you're the one flipping it around and applying it to God's conversion. I never said anything about God's conversion rate being affected by that.
All right, is that your finalized part of your answer?
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's time for your question. Let's go for your second question.
How many we gotta do?
4.
If carbon dating works, please explain how this method can get two separated, ridiculous ages for the same animal.
When I went ahead and tried to find the evidence on that too, that didn't exist outside of TikTok either. That was also exclusive to TikTok. That was exclusive to TikTok information coming straight from yours truly anonymous. That's not a scientific fact. That's nowhere. You can't find that nowhere. Nobody can source that at the moment. That's my answer.
So am I
That's
gonna
not
be
real.
allowed to answer this?
She keeps doing it.
No, ma'am. Judges, take note. So yeah, if you're not happy with that answer, oh well, that was his answer. I don't know what else to tell you. He said it wasn't factual evidence. From TikTok. Let's go. Ashay, the question is on you.
So how did you get your 6,000 years from the Bible? Can you tell me your math? Can you tell me your science on how you got your 6,000 years utilizing the Bible?
Am I allowed to screen share?
You
Because
got 2
obviously
minutes.
he wasn't listening when I presented this information.
You got 2 minutes.
Already.
9:40.
When you add up the dates, Adam and Eve, to the flood, to the days of Abraham, to the days of the children of Israel leaving Egypt, which is 1,656 years from Adam to the flood, for Abraham, 645 from the children of Israel leaving Egypt, to 480 to the king of Solomon, 439 to the captivity of the Babylonians, 81 years to the rebuilding of the temple, 510 years to the year of the Lord, up until to the very day, and plus, where is it? 2,000 years between Adam and Abraham, 2,000 years between Abraham and Jesus, 2,000 years between Jesus and now equals 6,000 years.
All right, very good. She showed her source, which is what she actually showed during the debate. All right, third question. Anonymous is on you. Next question.
If you want to claim that the earth is four, well, that kind of, let's see what he says. So you claim the earth, what year did the Big Bang happen and what science did they use to measure its age in the past?
I'm not big on the Big Bang. It's a good question though. It's a good question. That's a good question. But when dealing with this this Big Bang theory is it's a tricky thing. Relevance.
Final answer.
Because the Big Bang is a theory, not a fact. So I won't stand behind the theory. I'll stand over here. I'll stand over here with my facts. You won't trap me with a Big Bang. I'm over here with Big Bang was never mentioned in any of my slides. Big Bang should be nothing I have to stand up on.
Not they mad I didn't want to take their invitation on the audio. That was a good answer. He said, I'm not going. You ain't finna send me off. All right, so it's your turn with that answer. What's your next question? Can't do that but respect that answer. He said, yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not doing it. Your turn. I mean, but it was a good deflection. He can't answer the question if he don't know. I mean, what he gonna do?
So when dealing with the when I showed you the Russell Cave and how it was inhabited by people 13,000 years ago, according to your science, and this is kind of a yes or no, according to your science, according to your science, they're older than the Earth and Adam.
I don't understand the question. Can you say it again?
I showed you evidence that Russell Cave was inhabited by peoples 13,000 years ago. So you're telling me using your science, they're older than the Earth and Adam.
No, I'm saying they're younger.
All right, good job, Anonymous. Didn't let him catch you in that box. He tried to get that box, girl. All right, Anonymous, he did. He tried it. You tried it too. I see this the box up land right here. Anonymous, this is your fourth and final question, and this will be wrapping up the question and answer round on this part. Your fourth and final question. Let's go.
Please explain how the rings on the tree were dated. Well, the tree was dated 1,000 years old. How did they do that if they cut the tree down and weren't able to measure the decaying rate?
So what I can do is I can show you, I can go back to my slide. Let me open up my slide again because I gave us science surrounding
prehistoric trees and how to date this stuff already. I literally already gave this up. You can date, you can do this using carbon-14 while an organism is alive. Look over to the right. You see that tree over there? You see that tree over there? Do you see the tree over there? You see that soil over there? You see that carbon-14 in the earth? That tree is taking in that carbon-14. When that tree begins to deteriorate, it's going to give off that carbon-14. A percentage of it. It's going to, here we go. So let's get back over here. While it's alive, that tree is alive. While the organism is alive, it continuously takes in carbon from the atmosphere, including a small amount of carbon-14, maintaining a constant ratio with stable carbon isotopes, decay after death. Once an organism dies, it stops replenishing carbon-14, and the existing carbon-14 begins to decay in nitrogen-14 at a predictable rate. Scientists measure the amount of C14 remaining in a sample using specialized technique like accelerator mass spectrometry. You don't have to look at rings in the tree when you have real science.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. You don't have to look at the rings when you got science. I'm just writing this down. All right. Let's see. That was your final question, Anonymous. Oh, Ashay, this is your last question. It's on
what
you.
science did you use to come up with this equation of 6,000 years? And can you show us your science? Your science that can you show us the application of the science you use? The application of the science you use to come up with it.
You just asked that question already. I already answered it.
You didn't show me no science.
I don't need to show you Illuminati science, and you keep
Well,
asking, you keep talking back.
So what we shouldn't do is go back and forth, right? Ashay, can't do that. All right, Anonymous, just give your answer or choose not to. It's up to you, but it would be, befitting for you to give an answer.
He asked the same question twice. It's the same answer.
It don't matter. Just you can answer it or not because you're still, um, with your questions and your answers, you are still judged on the answer and question round. So you can either answer it or you don't.
I use the Bible. That's my science. Real, historical evidence, not a Jewish man's lies.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. All right, you guys, thank y'all so much for that section of the debate. I just want to get into it here, right? So we have all these people in the chat. They got all day long, comments and this, that, and the other. I want to take a poll from the people, right? We're going to say this again. And I'm going to start counting. Please don't send no gifts because, Bigo took away our ability to post and create the polls and things like that. Bigo, run it back. Bigo, run it back. Okay, I need y'all to bring it back. It's very helpful. And since y'all don't let us create our own polls upon entry, y'all doing too much and just not the right thing. So, with that being said, I need for you to put a 1 in the chat if you are for Ashe and put a 2 in the chat if you are for Vanonymous. And with that being said, I want to get it on. So we got 1, okay, 1, 2, 2, 2, and 2. All right. Oh my goodness, another 2. And for that being said, we have, are you guys for taking any questions from the audience tonight? Because I know they have some questions.
Yeah,
You can't
whatever.
do that more than once. Please don't do that more than once. Please don't vote more than once. I'm not going for that.
I will
Mm-hmm.
take questions at my leisure.
Okay, how many questions you want to take? Because this is that time.
I take to make it fair. I just need 2 questions.
All right, 2 questions. Hakeem, you got 1. Judo Fresh, you already voted Judo Fresh, and didn't you vote already, Capone? Please don't vote more than once. Okay, Capone, you did not. All right, so good. Anybody else? Anybody else? Come up in the box. Come up in the box if you have some questions. Come with some beans. I would greatly appreciate it. Because right now we have 26. I need to get up to at least 3 tonight. So we're going to make it a really quick, cute go. I'll charge 100 beans for you guys to come up. So, oh, it's a queen. Thank you. Thank you so much for voting tonight. Okay, Grandmaster. Anonymous, you can't vote for yourself, girl. Oh, Shara, thank you for voting. All right, come on, everybody. If you have a question, you'll jump up in
I
box
was
5.
not voting for
Throw a girl
myself.
100 beans.
He asked what number I was, and I put 2.
Okay. Strong palm. Uh-oh, he put 1. Okay, let's see what else we got. What else we got? Anybody have a
That's the
question? I'm
strongest
charging half
vaccinated.
off.
That's the strongest
Well,
vaccinated.
you should have been talking all that cash money shit about the vaccinated people. Maybe they would have voted for you better, girl. Campaigning matters. Campaigning matters. All
I
right.
remember
So
that
Yashar,
song.
you pay 200. So whoever has a question, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna charge half off tonight. We're going into the month of Paul for next month. If you got a question, throw 100 beans and you can come up in the queue and ask questions. Ashe is being very particular tonight, and he said I'm only taking 2 questions. Yashar, oh, I don't know now. We damn near like right now we at a tie with y'all. I need for y'all to vote. Um Yashar, you got a question? Oh, a warrior put a 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Hey, how
All
y'all
right, go
doing,
right
good
ahead.
people? This was a real good debate. I liked it. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, for real. Good, good. Let me give a shout out to Ashe and Anonymous for doing a damn good job. Now, my question to both of y'all, right? What is the formula, right? The formula that you came up with to get your calculations of 6,000 and 6 million, right? If y'all could show the judges how y'all came up with them numbers, simply put, I appreciate it. That's my question to both debaters.
Well, I'm gonna just be honest. Yashar kind of wasted his question. I gotta play the game correct, brother. I never made the statement of 6 million years, so I won't be able to answer your question. I'm sorry.
Oh, I really wish they would have taken away given us our poll. Okay, so J Sue, you said Sue. I don't know. I guess not, Yashar. Did you want to ask Anonymous a question?
Why he gotta play semantics? Just make believe he said the right fucking number.
Yeah, because it's not. So Yashar, he didn't say 6 billion. That was like the topic that they chose, but he's really saying that the Earth is like 4 how many billion? 4.9?
4.5. 4.5.
4.5. 4.5 billion years old.
Okay.
So how did you come up with that
I
number?
don't have a problem with letting the brother know that how you that radiometrics was the formula and the science behind that. The studying of isotopes, dealing in the Earth's crust and things of that nature. You we went into the polar ice caps and things of that nature. Also, just the studying of these things. And I named numerous actually sciences formulas that we could even get into spectrometry, radiometry, the science behind C14, carbon dating, just things of that nature. These are the formulas and sciences that you can that were used to come up with the conclusion.
Okay.
Anonymous, would you like to address or answer the question?
By going by historical evidence of all the history that they've given us, including the Bible, adding up the ages, you will get only 6,000. All written history only goes back to 5,000.
Okay. All
I
written history
appreciate
goes
both of
back
y'all for
to
addressing the question. Thank you so much.
6,000. So we got like, that's all y'all voting? Y'all ain't nobody else voting down in the comments? I'm just asking for a friend. Myself. I'm just asking. Let's see. Because y'all keep voting twice. You cannot vote twice. Mashmar, you already voted, please, because this gets very confusing and I don't want none of that. I don't need none of that. Okay. Y'all already know how people be acting with these debates. Y'all know y'all cheating, y'all doing this. I don't want to hear none of that. Okay. So please don't vote twice. Just vote once. Let me find out.
What's the
Nobody
difference?
else wants to come up and ask a question
That's a
because we
good
got questions.
question, bro.
I just want to know if somebody else want to come up and ask a question. Please don't throw me 100 beans. That's all. I need to. We've been on here. Let's get it in. Who else? Sparrow. No. Who else? Who else? If you did throw up 100 beans, come up in the queue and you can ask your question. Yes. 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 All right. No, you can't come up here. I keep telling you, I'm not playing with you like that tonight. You can't. Oh, you got 38 diamonds. You should give them to me since that's all you got. You might as well. You might as well, honey. I don't know why you keep playing. It's a still. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Let's get to 3K. We got. Yeah, I'm not playing with Brett tonight at all. Thank you, thank you. It's the queen. You coming up to ask a question? Y'all should be lined up. Oh, okay. Come
Bougie
on,
said
Bougie. If you coming up, because she's not in the queue. So if you pay, come up in the queue so I can put you in. Because y'all know people be acting so crazy, trying to sit up on the panel just to be showed, just to be
said
seen.
it's for culture. Oh no, that's
That's what
Issa.
It's the queen said. Mm-mm. Come up, Bougie. Come up.
Who's it
You
for?
want me to send you an invite? Okay,
Oh, she
Khan,
paid
I
for
got you.
matching.
Masha Mark, come up on come up in the queue. Got you, got you. As soon as he come up in the queue, put him in the box. All right, there you go. 38 diamonds. Look, 38 diamonds to get me totally to 3K. Come on, J4. Masha Mark, you on mute? My bad. Let me take you off. Okay, go ahead and ask your question.
All right, can you hear me? Can you hear me clear?
Yes. Yes.
All right. I read the flyer. It says 6 billion or 6,000. Uh, for clarity, before I ask my question, who was on the side of 6 billion?
I'll say.
Okay, I wanted to know before which side I was going to take, and I'm listening to both arguments, and I didn't see a six
Okay. Yeah.
billion. Uh, I didn't see a 6 billion equation being counted out. You asked her for her math, so 6,000. I want to know how did you come up with the 6 billion? I'm trying to see. Like, I don't know. I can't. I'm trying to get something to say that you're right or wrong, but you ain't showed 6 billion.
No, he
How
said
did you
five
come up with the
billion.
6 billion number?
4.5 billion years old is his stance.
Okay, well, can he show us that, man? Because I don't know. I didn't see him do that out. Maybe I missed it or something. But can you show us that math? You show us
Mm-hmm.
4.5 billion. That's what I was looking for.
Okay. So let's get those
So
lucky gifts getting thrown. Hold on one second. Get those lucky gifts getting thrown. You can win back on those lucky gifts. The room is extremely hot, right? So get those lucky gifts. Make sure y'all send those loyalty tickets through. And all of those other little free weird gifts that y'all don't know what the hell means, and it's sitting up there and y'all accumulating them. Throw the loyalty tickets as well. That'll help keep the room getting hot, and send those lucky gifts. All right, y'all. Go ahead and you can answer the question, Ashe.
so when you're dealing with the sciences that were used and the formulas and techniques that are used to determine the age of the earth, you're not using a mathematic equation. You're not taking this minus it doesn't, you're not trying to work like that. There's a formula that they're actually using that I went over numerous times actually within a debate. And the fact that after it was reiterated several times that my claim was not 6 billion or anything like that, and I was kind of reiterated several times the sciences and the formulas of which I used to come up with this, I gotta now question who really was watching the debate and who was just trying to be there to, I guess, quote unquote, critique me, who was really watching. That makes me ask that. I already gave it out.
So he's not going to answer the question. So he ain't got no answer for the question.
Mm,
I gave you.
mm.
I think. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's what he got, and that's all he gonna give. Oh, look at that. Let me get that about you. Yeah. I like it when they go to cha-ching, cha-ching. Keep throwing them lucky gifts. You'll win back. The more you play and the bigger gifts you send, your lucky gifts will like totally double, triple, or whatever. We're at 45K on the heat list right now. We're in the top 8. Thank you guys for being so awesome and amazing and supporting this live and this wonderful content tonight. Nobody else wants to come up in the queue. I told you it's half off. We're doing 100 beans for a question. If you have a question, you can jump up in box 10. Thank you all so very much. We will not be having Club Yasharal. I don't know. Maybe, just maybe, you all can have the after party over at the Den of Demons tonight, because I will not be. Jay
It
Ford, go
will
ahead
be
and
after
ask your
party at the game.
question. Okay, okay. So if there'll be an after party at the Den of Demons, that'll be hosted by Organic. Is that correct? Or is there some other
Correct,
particular
correct,
person?
correct, correct. It will be also at the
All
day. You
right.
can ask me anything you want over there. You can
Yeah.
ask me, come up and chat with the debater personally. Smoke a blunt with me.
Okay, hold on, Jay Ford. Let me unmute you. Thank you so much for your contribution, Jay Ford. You're on mute, so if you want us to ask the question, you got it. You got the floor. But you got to
Yeah,
push the
I
button.
say
Oh, okay, there you go.
if I was to go to China and Africa, are these formulas universal, or is it just America's formula with they scientists? I get the same answer. If I was to go ask China and all them, would I come up with the same equation?
Okay, that's a great question, brother. And this will be my last question. That's a great question. I love when people ask questions that can actually get answered. When you dealing in the language of science, right? And don't believe me, look it up. They use a certain lingua franca. There's a certain language that they use within science, and it's always going to be Latin. That way, all scientists, no matter where they at on the planet, should be able to communicate with each other. They're going to communicate in a scientific language of Latin. That's why when you see, okay, for example, when I showed you guys the dire wolf, I showed you the Canis dirus. That's the Latin term. So that's how all the scientists are going to use it. You could be Arabian, you can be African, Asian. You're going to go back into this scientific language so you can communicate with other scientists across the planet.
All right.
Am I going to be able to answer the question?
You can, absolutely.
I disagree with his answer. Same way that we have China teaching their children different math than ours. We have Switzerland and other countries in India teaching math that we do not have. Therefore, you say that math and science are unilaterally a worldwide language is false. This is why all math equations and can it be applied to science cannot be solvable because we are not all on the same page.
Dang, I was
All
trying to
right.
catch it too. All right. Thank you. Thank you for that wonderful question, J4. Make sure you're following the host and following everyone on the panel so that you can stay in the loop. Again, that was a great answer, Stone Fingers. I really do appreciate it. And with that being said, Ashay said that would be his last question for the night. Again, like I said, this is brought to you by Debate.com Society. You all can look for this debate posted online in the morning. The debate will be ready, and as soon as we get the judges' scores in, then we will also have the winner. Now, based off of the tally and poll, we have 14 to 12 from what I'm looking at here. 12 is for Ashay and 14 is for Vanonymous. So as far as the polls goes, Anonymous got it when it comes to the consensus of the people. Anonymous, you got it. You got it. You got it. If you wanted to see something different, then you should have voted. With that being said, yep. I'm a You feel me, right? I'm gonna stay live just for a little bit longer, but again, family, again, if you guys are interested in becoming a host, keep remembering that Debate That Call Society is here to bring out more and more and more debates of all topics. I say, dang, that's not how you gonna do. You ain't gonna say bad niggas, damn. Hey, I can't say it. I can't say it. I told the people, I told Bigo, they need to put the poll back up. They should allow us to do the entry poll and create our own entry poll and not their retarded stuff that they be doing. But this debate is over and closed out. Everybody is let loose. Give us free. Y'all is free to talk. I said, like I said, I'm going to give y'all a little bit more of my chance
Motherfucking
tonight. Thank
activating
you
this bitch.
all.
Yeah, I ain't talked the whole time. Thank you, kids. I
Hold
just
on.
want
I
to
just
say on behalf of the women of the app, do your motherfucking big one, V. You just slammed two niggas. The first one was a real nigga. But shout out
She
to
ain't got
Ashay. He
it
was
in
a
the
real
bag
nigga.
like that. She just got
Man,
the
2-0.
popular vote,
She
baby.
2-0
She didn't
right
win.
now, baby.
She didn't win the
Yeah.
vote. She just got the popular vote. Pipe down. Don't get
Oh,
I
this
okay.
want to
girl
shout out to
hopes up.
Spider.
So that's
She
the
was
full
over there
throttle.
looking
No, don't do that. Shut
glamorous as
the
this
fuck up.
Listen,
Listen,
she was
I
over there
want to say,
looking
okay, I'm sorry. I
glamorous
thought
as this
V fully
debate was
won,
going
y'all. I've
on.
been cooking. I thought V fully won. I'm going to shut the fuck up. You right. Sorry,
no.
sister. All right, then now.
Nah, you was just over there looking glamorous as this debate was going on. That's all. Over there cutting up. This was a good debate though, Sister Kiss. I didn't really expect it to go this way. I know
Yeah.
how it is fighting uphill battles. Definitely when you're in a debate, it is kind of challenging. But one thing I will say is
Spider was
Anonymous brought
oxygen
that
deprived.
goddamn smoke.
Yes, she
Anonymous brought
did.
the smoke for that ass. I'm letting
So
y'all
did
know now. That
Ashe.
shit was good.
Ashe brought it out. I
Yeah,
swear.
Ashe. Yeah,
Ashe
but
did bring it
see,
out.
it's easy. The reason I give Anonymous so much credit is because it's easy to debate the Earth is 4.5 million years old because that's common science. Vanonymous had more of a challenge because she had to base her argument on a set foundation, which she supported very well in her debate. She supported it very well. Y'all know I'm not a Christian, I'm not a Hebrew Israelite, but it seemed like Vanonymous pulled out the right Bible passages. She pulled out the right points from the Bible. I love the fact that she just didn't go gun ho Bible and read the Bible, but she pulled out important information that was needed to know going into this debate. So I give you your big ups, Vanonymous. You did that shit.
Thanks.
Well, there you go, girlfriend. You got it. Even though you was sitting up here cussing on my panel like you retarded, but your ass is going. You're going on YouTube, cutting up and acting a fool like that. I guarantee you that much. Okay.